Delegate and Elevate exercise. And what they do is real simple. Sit down and look at all the activity that you are doing. Take into consideration what your seat or seats are in the accountability chart of the organization. And just take time to write down a list of all the various activities that you're doing, everything. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And then take those activities and put them into 4 quadrants. And look at what materializes from that. So, great love is a wonderful place to be. Good like is not a bad place to be. Now, when you get down to these quadrants, what do you find? First of all, this falls into the WTF category. Somehow, we've stumbled and fallen into doing activities that we're not particularly good at and we don't enjoy doing. Maybe we've taken it on for some reason, but it's not helping the organization and certainly not helping us. We're not doing it well. This is typically a sticking point. We have activities that we're doing that we are good at, but we don't enjoy doing. We don't like them. They're often draining our energy. When this exercise is done, often we will find a ton of stuff over here. There's lots of legacy stuff. There's stuff that we're holding on to. Sometimes it's because we've just fallen into that pattern and we've assumed a level of responsibility for it. Sometimes it is a level of perfectionism, whereas that thing is important and we know how to do it, and if we do it, we know it'll be done right, and if I've got to hand it off to somebody else, I'm afraid to do it because then it's not going to be done well, or it's going to take time for me to shift that activity from myself to somebody else. I just don't want to take the time to do that right now. So this starts to create clarity about where we're spending our time. In a strategic coach forum that I was in, we went through this exercise or one very similar to that, 40 of us in the room. And what we discovered was, on average, amongst the 40 individuals, 75% of the activity that they were doing was outside of this space. 75% was stuff other than work that is great and that they love to do. This is the quadrant of unique ability. When you are focused in that area, you are doing your best work. It is something that you are great at. You love doing it. You're in flow. You are serving whoever you're serving at your best when you're in that space. That's unique ability. What's holding you up from being your best and doing that is the amount of time that you've dedicated to doing all these other things.